So I wanted to make a quick video about um, how I schedule my day, my week. Usually, as most of you know, I stay home with Aria and I homeschool her. We use TechnoTutor to homeschool her, but I also have, my business and I have my home and my family and everything else I have to take care of. So I've gotten questions on, hey, how do you do it? How is it that you make it work? And it seems like you do a lot of stuff with Aria. Like, what do you not do? What do you not get done? And so forth. So I wanted to make a video because this is something that I have implemented with Aria since she was very young. I believe started around 3, where I really started showing her how to physically move through time. Um, and one of the main things that I do is to prepare ahead. Like, what am I going to be expecting to do, and what are my expectations, and what does that look like for me? So, for example, let's say today I have to do, laundry, and then I also have to do breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then I also have to do the floors, or I have to take care of whatever it is, the bathrooms today. So usually, because I also keep in a mind of her and like what her needs are, what she may be going through that day, what she needs support with in that day. I plan according to the environment. So I use a lot of planning to support her in what way. So let's say she wants to play dollies. So I'll say, hey, I'm going to do the dishes. So while I do the dishes, you can set up whatever it is that you want us to do with the dolls. So like if you want to play with the car and set up, they're going to go, I don't know, anywhere. We're gonna, whatever story it is that we're gonna play, how about you get everything that you need that we're going to be using in our game, and then you set it up, you set it aside, or set up whatever it is while I do the dishes. And this has been going on since she was 3, she's 5 now. And what that has helped is, one, it kind of releases the anxiety in between the moments, because there's no like, are you done yet? Are you done yet? Are you done yet? Okay, you're not going to play with me. You're not going to play with me. No, she's still moving through time. She's still planning and seeing where it is that she wants us to be. At the same time, I am using the time to do the dishes or whatever it is that I'm doing. And we're both having our needs met at the same time. We're both getting what we want. And then once I'm done with the dishes, I'll say, hey, I am done. Let's go play. And that works perfectly fine. I don't really run into the instance where she will be like, come on, let's go, or let's play, or we'll have any friction or anything like that. Where if I say, hey, I have to do laundry, or I have to fold clothes right now, or I have to clean the floors, or whatever it is that I'm doing, or the bathrooms, or whatever, she won't say, oh, no, not again. And most of the time, she'll even do it with me, because she understands that, hey, if I help her, then we can move things along faster, and therefore I can get to where I want to go. And it makes the maximum of our schedule, because I still get everything that I need to do. I still get all of my stuff done in my home. I still get my cooking to be able to provide healthy meals for her, my husband, and myself. I still get to play with her and provide her with whatever it is that she needs and wants, as far as, either learning and so forth. We also have a schedule where every time we wake up, the first thing we do after we do our body necessities, we do technotutor, and that's what has to be done before anything else goes on. So that no matter what, it will get done. Whereas if I wait later on, it may not get done, because we have to go to this class, we have to go to this, we have to go to that, and then it just gets lost because whatever came up. So that's one of the maximizing your thing, using the times in between to support her to set up her own games or whatever it is that we're going to do while she's moving through time, doing something physically instead of participating in mind thoughts of, oh my God, like she's not going to ready. It's been forever. She's not done yet. And instead of participating in all these thoughts that create all these things, she's actually moving through time and creating. And what that entails in the future and in the long run when she's an adult is, whenever she's going to set up for something, whether she's going to support her children, she's going to support her husband, she's going to support her home, she's going to have a business, whatever it is that she decides to do, she will have the ability to prepare, to plan, and to know and lay down her basis of what it is that she's going to need in order to be able to succeed and get the maximum success of whatever it is that she's going to need, because it's something that's going to be implemented within her from when she was very, very small, to the point now where she does it automatically. It's not something that she has to think about. I'll give you a quick example. We have a neighbor, she's awesome. And she's about a year older than her. And sometimes she knows that, oh, after she comes home, she's going to come play with me. So instead of like, oh, she's never going to come, like, when is she coming? It's more like, okay, what are some of the things that I can play with her when she's here? And it's not like she's going to say, she says, because this is another thing. Sometimes people, as adults, will prepare and plan, but from a place of anxiety in order to not miss something, or a place of fear. Whereas with Arya, I can see she will lay down a couple of things that are possibilities that she can play with. For example, she'll say, if my friend comes inside a house, these are the things that I can present to her that we can possibly play. If we go see our other neighbor that has a dog and they play with our dog, then I'm going to wear these pants because the grass makes her itchy. So she prepares herself and wears pants. If we're going to play in the garage, then these are the things I'm going to have in the garage available for us to play. So she has laid the foundation of what she would like to play, what's available, and then they can just go with it. And the other day was so cool. She had this ball, and then there was like little balls in there. She said, I want to cut it and get the balls out, but I want to wait until my friend. So she, before her friend came, she got a Tupperware. She put the ball in there. She got scissors. She got everything she needed. She put it in. She covered it, and she put it away in the garage until her friend came over. And then when they came, I saw they played for like an hour of different things they made up with this ball. First they played with the ball, then they cut it. That was fun. Then they investigated, and they started playing with the balls, and then they started throwing the balls in the ceiling and sticking them up in the ceiling and then knocking them down. And it was just like all this thing that she was sort of able to say, okay, this is something that we can do, or we can spend our time together. And in return, because she now does that, it has reduced the amount of time that she and her friend may get in a conflict, because now she's like, she knows how to move now through these different points. Like, okay, this is not working anymore for us. So, hey, and I can see her, she'll see that her friend is like, okay, kind of like, okay, this is not working out. And she'll say, hey, how about now we go do this? And she knows how to transition from one to the other and bring her along so that there's less friction now. And I believe that is amazing for a 5-year-old to be able to do. And has all been implemented since she was 3, of, hey, let's plan, let's see what it is that are some of the things that we'll need. Now, however, Arya, because she is able to have a faster processing ability, because she uses TechnoTutor, then she is able to, or for me to be able to explain these things to her, she's able to understand them and then implement them in real life, right? Whereas not like, I just tell her like, hey, you could do this and so forth. It's something that I can talk to her about, and then she will implement, and in her own way, how she defines it. And if there's anything ever that she needs support with, obviously I can say, hey, maybe we can, I can suggest this, or I can suggest that, and then she'll do it herself. But it's really important to be able to maximize your schedule the best you can, because most of the times, the reason why we don't do a lot of things, one is procrastination, right? I was a master at that. Oh, very nice. I love your picture. I see that they're eating ice cream. Yeah. Um, I was a master procrastinator, where I would wait to the last minute to do something, and then I would be filled with anxiety, and then things wouldn't get done correctly, and then I would miss things and so forth, because I used to leave everything for the last minute. But with TechnoTutor, I've been able to work through that and realize that, hey, I have to lay my foundation, what it is that I'm going to need, and then I can make changes along the way. So using your schedule to the maximum. And if, let's say, you don't stay home with your children, you go to work, this is even better for you, because you need to maximize the little time you have at home with your children or with your family or whatever it is that you're doing, whether you're establishing a business, okay, whether you're establishing a business or whatever it is that you're doing, planning is best. But if we have these limitations, maybe there's like a limitation or a program or belief that it's like, oh, well, I'll just leave it for later, or, resistance to doing the thing, then obviously it's going to be harder. If we're able to move through time instead of participating in all the thoughts, then we're able to do it more effectively. And you can do that by using the tools that I always talk about, TechnoTutor, doing the writing. And if you don't know what those things are, just reach out to me and we can talk about it. But it is so amazing when you can have a flow at home where I can spend and do whatever I want with my child. I can also take care of my house. I can make food. I can do whatever it is that I need to do with my business. And there's no problem. Like, there's just absolutely everything flows because it goes in through perfectly fine. Even sometimes when we're playing, I'm cleaning at the same time. The other day, because we've been studying about Asia, the continent of Asia, um, Aria wanted to do a zoo, an Asian zoo. So she used the tables and the shelves to put the animals, right? So this is the Asian zoo. So there was like a panda and a tiger and an elephant from India. And it was so amazing. She had them all laid out. I said, hey, you know what? How about we clean the places where the animals are, because they need to have clean homes. Because if not, then their poop and everything is right there. And it was perfect. She helped me clean the shelves, and we did everything. We did the dusting, we did the vacuuming, and then where they lived was perfectly clean. And we were playing at the same time we were cleaning, and we were using both at the same time. Our needs are being met, and we're having fun. But there's no limitation of me. Oh, I believe that when it's cleaning time, it's cleaning time. When it's playing time, it's playing time. When it's this, and I can't do one because of the other. And it's all beliefs and limitations that get away and get in the way of our scheduling and living our lives, basically. So, anyways, that was something I wanted to share. If you feel like you don't have enough time to do stuff, if you feel like it's not enough hours in a day, right? We all have the same amount of hours in a day, but it's how we move through time. It's how we plan ahead. It's how we really see what's in front of us and then walk here in the physical with it. So if you have any questions, reach out, and you have a good rest of your weekend. Bye.